CIV5 versus CIV6. These are some of the differences between Civilization 5 and Civilization 6. So in Civ 6, there are no workers. With Civ 5, you have a character that is a worker that goes around and improves roads and does maintenance, cleans up fallout, etc. Civ 6 doesn't have it. It has different feature. For example, there might be a engineer that builds roads and highways, or the trader will build roads. And there is a character, got to be honest, I don't remember what it's called, who will go do the improvements, but they only do like 2 or 3 improvements, and then they are consumed or they expire, and you have to create a new one. It's not called a worker. Maybe it's called a builder. Okay. Work boats are replaced by builders. So in Civ 6, you make a builder and he goes out on a boat and he creates the fishing or the oil rig. Workers are replaced by builders, by engineers, etc. Builders can only build 2 or 3 improvements before they are consumed, and roads are built by military engineers. Sea resources include fish, pearls, and crabs, also oil. Traders travel between cities, envoys can be sent to cities, embassies can be built. City improvements can be built outside the city. What I mean by that is a hospital, stock exchange, etc. They're not built within the city. They're built on a tile outside the city. You can buy missionaries and other units using faith points. So I used faith points, had a ton of them. I had like 30,000, and I built tons of units that ended up helping me at the end of the game. Adjacent units can be joined together to create corps, fleets, armadas, etc. So you can take 2 tanks and join them together and make 1 tank that's more powerful. And you can take 3 tanks and join them together. And you can do it with destroyers, submarines, etc. 3 separate ones, they are each weaker, but the total amount of damage they can do in 1 turn is probably greater. However, 1 unit that's a combination of 3 that forms a core is going to have higher hit points and skills and attack points or whatever they're called. So he's more likely to defeat the enemy or defend against the enemy. Great works can provide additional bonuses and can be traded. So you can create a great work, which might give you a bonus like extra food or something, and you can trade it to another nation. It is possible to airlift land units between cities. This, I'm pretty sure, is in some of the other versions, but might not be in every version. You can create spies as units. Capture cities without rebellion or puppet cities. Civ 5 had rebellion and puppet cities as an option when you capture a city, but Civ 6 does not. You just capture the city and you own it. So the puppet cities and rebellions are gone. You don't have to build the courthouse, etc. Build and repair captured cities. So you capture a city, it gives you an option to repair anything that you damaged, and then you take ownership of it. And then now, the earlier versions, they had the ability to put many units on the same tile. So you could have a tile with 100 tanks all on 1 tile. That was in some of the earlier versions. There was something where the further away the city is from your capital, it would have problems with production that were so severe that they were kind of worthless. You wouldn't be able to produce anything. The other issue is with the older versions, all of the improvements to the city and wonders were inside the city. And one city could have like 20 or 30 wonders, but that doesn't happen with the newer versions. So Civ 6 mostly is a lot of the diplomatic features have been added. And number two, the way a city makes an improvement has changed. Those are the two big things. There's things called social policies. It's a little bit different also, but you're not going to care that much. There's people that like Civ 5 better, and I have a problem with Civ 6 because it crashes. I'm going to tell you, if you've never played before and Civ 5 is a lot cheaper, just buy Civ 5. The changes to Civ 6 are not significant enough. And also, I did like the way the railroads and the roads were done in the earlier versions, where you could make a railroad easily going across your map because it was really good for strategy. Also, Civ 6 doesn't have stealth bombers. Okay, so that's it. If you have any questions or comments, please post below. Go to cheapbooks.cc. Look for turn-based strategy or search for Civ 6.